Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again. Sounds like California. So just out here enjoying another beautiful day here in the Bay Area. Another one of those off-topic videos. It's just, I don't know. I just got to get this off my chest, man. I just can't believe how quickly people forget of how fake the mainstream media is. I'm just absolutely surprised. I'm completely taken back. So in case you guys are wondering, this is my fourth or my fifth. I think this is my fourth auto-tune session. So that's what we're doing right now. We're currently auto-tuning the bike. We gotta ride it for about 20 minutes. So I did my second fill up. In case you guys are wondering, miles per gallon, this Flo-Moto auto tune, or this Flo-Moto tune, has currently come in at 31 miles per gallon. All right, now that's a mix of city and highway, because I've been trying to hit these 70%, 80%, 90% throttle positioning on the auto tune. So, you know, 31 miles per gallon at a mix of city and highway. Majority is city. So I'm gonna try to just stick to city riding. That way I could get a more accurate number, because I'm just wondering about my city miles per gallon. So it's already a huge improvement over my custom tune. You guys remember 23 miles per gallon? I am now getting, what is that, an extra 8 miles per gallon. Still not, I mean, it's an improvement. It's better, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I just wish it was a little bit higher than that. But if we could get close to 30, I guess I'd be happy. I don't know, you guys can let me know in the comments. But anyways, getting on to, of course, the mainstream media, the Biden-Harris administration, everything that you guys have lived through for the last 3.5 years, everything that you guys have been told was a lie. All right, for the last 3.5 years we've been getting told the economy is great, inflation is great, inflation is transitory, inflation is good. We've been told Biden is sharp as a tack. He's the best ever president ever, the greatest president ever. We've been told there's nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with him. He's fine. Yet they pushed him out. He got 14 million votes. He's fine. He's sharp as a tack. Nothing's wrong with him. But we gotta swap him out for Harris. You've been told. Did I say the border? No, I don't think I mentioned the border. The border is fine. There's not an issue at the border. The border's closed. Nothing's wrong at the border. All of this in July 2024. July 2024, we've been told all of these lies. The Biden-Harris administration has been telling you all of these lies. Everything. Now in August, it's the opposite. In August, Harris is going to fix all the issues. What issues are you guys talking about? Harris is going to come in here and fix the economy, fix the border, fix inflation. And now she replaced Biden. So wait a minute. I can't believe nobody sees this. Nobody. And if you mention it, you're an extremist, you're a conspiracy theorist, all this other BS. I can't comprehend how people this, I don't know, I guess ignorance is bliss. I am just at a loss for words completely to see all of this the last 3.5 years, and now they're voting for somebody that's been in charge for the last 3.5 years. They've been the Biden-Harris administration. All right, the Biden-Harris administration. So all right, so in July we've been told everything is peachy, everything's great, everything's fine, the best economy ever, best president ever. Nothing, you know, I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to drive that point home. You know, July, everything is still fine. Now in August, it's the opposite. The economy is bad. Inflation is bad. The corporations are greedy. It's corporate greed. So you're telling me for the last 200 and some odd years of the United States, when did Wall Street start? I don't know. So you're telling me hundreds of years corporations were never greedy? They never price gouged? Never? Up until Biden took office? So somehow the corporations are setting up Biden, or what's going on? I don't understand. Make it make sense, please. For you guys that are voting for Harris, make it make sense. Now, I could go on this topic for hours, guys, quite honestly, all right? We've been told the president does not set prices, all right? But when Trump was in office, or the previous administration was in office, everything was, of course, Trump's fault. Everything. The flu was his fault. The economy was his fault. The job loss was his fault. Because that's what everybody talks about. They don't talk about the 3 great years under Trump. They talk about that one bad year with the lockdowns, with the flu. I'm calling it the flu, but you guys know what I'm saying. That one bad year. Forget about the 3 great years that we had. The economy, the job numbers, the pay, the tax cuts, all of this. Everybody just focuses on that one bad year that he had nothing to do with. He had no control. He tried shutting down transportation between Asia and America, and he was called, what again? He was called an ism, all this other stuff, because he was pointing out where the virus came from. He's an ism, his fault. Make it make sense. Absolutely idiocracy at its finest. That's all the people on the left talk about. The people that hate Trump is that one bad year that he had no control over. Now for the last 3.5 years, just all right, let's talk about the what is it, the relief plan, the COVID relief. Sorry guys, I wasn't supposed to say that word. The relief plan, right? All of this money spending, who wrote the bill on this money spending bill? Because everybody likes to talk about the, guys, I'm not supposed to say that word, the flu relief bill. They spent $9 trillion, right? But nobody seems to remember the Democrats, Congress majority, Democrats majority, nobody seems to remember that they wanted $12 trillion of spending. The pork bill that I made a video about 3 to 4 years ago. All of this senseless spending. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about how they wanted $12 trillion. They, of course, they worked that spending bill down to $9 trillion. But everybody on the left, everybody, I think both sides, all right? Because, of course, the governors were shutting down their cities. People were, you know, being under stress. I made a video about it, of course. A virus that has a 99% survival rate or whatever, 94, I guess, at max, if you include the older group, I guess. It just, all right. So $9 trillion of spending. When Trump signed that bill, I gotta get some of these blocks up here. So when Trump signed that bill look up the video of him signing that relief bill.
Congress found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interests, while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it. It wasn't their fault. It was fault, not their fault. Now, I'm going to sign this, and it's a great honor. $6.2 trillion. I've never signed anything with a T on it. I don't know if I can handle this one, Mitch. We can't chicken out at this point, can we? I don't think so, huh? All right, thank you all.
He didn't like that there was $9 trillion of spending. But nobody talks about even that. The reason why we had $9 trillion of spending. Everybody talks about how there was $9 trillion of spending under Trump. That was a pork bill, Democratic majority, and it was signed. And of course, like I mentioned, a lot of people were having, you know, stress and all this other stuff due to a one-in-a-lifetime disease that really had, I mean, the mainstream media, once again, the mainstream media had everybody scared about this virus. They had a death count. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared. I was scared, but I still went to work. I still lived my life. I was still out and about. I was going to the gym and all this other stuff until they shut everything down. But if you guys saw the media, the mainstream media, they had death counts, tolls, numbers, hundreds of thousands of Americans dying from this disease. And that's another thing they lied about that I'm not supposed to talk about. And then as soon as Biden goes into office, right? As soon as Biden gets elected, the death count, the death toll, gone. So what happened? We cured it? Is that what happened? It's cured? What happened? Cured overnight, just like that. Biden takes office, cures it. No more death toll, no more death count, nothing. Same thing in the numbers as well. You look at the numbers for the last 2 years, right? Nobody died of any other flu, or just the regular flu. The regular flu. Everybody was dying from this new flu. This new flu. Everybody was dying. We're talking. There was a bunch. All right, 0 deaths on the regular flu. Hundreds of thousands of the new flu. Just, and like I said, that was another lie. And people still believe the mainstream media. Absolutely nuts. People still believe it. Crazy. And that's all you saw. Of course, if you get the poke, you're 100% immunity, or you have 100%. Or you're 100% immune to the virus, to the flu, if you get the poke. They lied to you about that too. They lied to you about the flu. They lied to you about how mental Biden is. They lied to you about the job numbers. Is another one. Just recently, they revised the job numbers. They miscalculated it by 900,000 jobs. Another lie from this administration. Lie after lie after lie after lie. But you're still buying it. Not to mention all the other stuff, the impeachment, the hoax, the Russian collusion. All of this, they're lying to you. They're lying to you about all of this, and yet you are still hooked to the matrix. Still, how is that possible? How? Tell me, how is that possible after the last 3.5 years, and you still believe all of this BS? Absolutely nuts. Absolutely. Just I don't know. How is that possible? For you to still watch the mainstream media, seeing what you've lived through for the last 3.5 years, and you're still getting your boosters. Of course, you're still getting your boosters. You're probably on your 7th, 8th booster. I don't know. There's no saving you. There's absolutely no saving you. There's absolutely, how do you, I don't know. If you guys want to let me know in the comments, how do you get people to disconnect from the Matrix? How do you get people to disconnect from the Matrix? I just don't get it. I just don't get, how is this happening? I just don't get it. I'm at a loss of words. I just can't believe, after everything you've been told, after all of this, and then of course recently with RFK, of course, and I mean, we're talking about what? Democrats, right? RFK, lifetime Democrat. Elon Musk, lifetime Democrat. Tulsi, another one. Tulsi Gabbard, lifelong Democrat. Who else? There's somehow these folks that have been lifetime Democrats are traitors. They're traitors. They're grifters. They're traitors. How is it people are seeing lifelong Democrats turning on the Democrat Party, and people still don't make the connection? They're still hooked up to the Matrix, seeing that some of the folks actually disconnected. Some of the folks got free from the Matrix, but yet those 3-4 folks, there's more folks, but those few that disconnected, they're traitors. They don't know what they're talking about. They're misinformed. What are you talking about? They're smart people. Smart people. Absolutely smart. If you haven't seen the RFK speech, you guys got to see it. He's dead on. He's dead on with everything that he said about the Democratic Party. Dead on. You guys, dead on. Just crazy. The establishment, the corporations, the lobbyists, they have control of that party. And you guys are so just dumb to even realize and see that all these price increases and all of the inflation and all the spending, you guys blame it on the corporations. They're going to increase corporate tax and all this other stuff. Who do you think gets to pay those increases? It gets passed down to Americans. And then the Democratic Party, Democrats, they're increasing your rates, your insurance rates, your energy bill, your water bill. They're increasing everything under the disguise of corporations are getting in record profits. The corporations, corporate greed and all this BS, while the CEOs and all the rich folks that are in control of those corporations, they have their loopholes. They have politicians that set them up with loopholes, and you guys don't see it. I don't know. Explain it to me like I'm a 2-year-old. How do you guys not see the connection between all these tax increases, these fee increases on the corporations? They just pass that stuff down to us. And then the CEOs, the millionaires and the billionaires, they have their loopholes, so they don't even get taxed on none of this stuff. They have loopholes. Some of the millionaires, they got tax credits for the relief. They got $1,400 checks of relief, just like everybody else. If you made under $70,000, or what was it? If you made under $100,000 or $70,000, you got a check, a stimulus check. Some of the millionaires and billionaires, they also got that relief, that stimulus relief check. And nobody's wondering why. Absolutely nuts. Nuts that you guys don't see it. You guys don't see it. You guys just don't see the connection. And all the Democrats have to do is blame corporations, because they know they're increasing the spending. They're increasing your way of living, and they're really actually taxing you, but they're hiding it under corporate greed. And they're happy about it. They don't mind it. They know the cost of living has gone up 30-40%, but they could just blame corporations. Hey, don't look at us. Corporate greed. It's corporate greed. Don't look at us. And you guys buy it. You guys eat that. You guys know what you guys know what I really want to say. You guys eat up that crap. You guys eat it up. You guys gobble it up. Corporate greed. It wasn't an issue before. It wasn't an issue in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. It's an issue now, 2020. No. Actually, you guys remember Biden and Bidenomics. That's another lie. Bidenomics, the best, the greatest, absolutely the greatest. Fantastic economy for the last 3.5 years. So it wasn't an issue in 2020. It wasn't an issue in 2021. It wasn't an issue in 2022. It wasn't an issue in 2023. Now in 2024, it is an issue. But wait, there's more. Biden, no. It used to be Biden. You guys kicked out Biden. You guys waited until the primaries were over, kicked his ass out, because you guys know he was the worst president ever. Mentally, he's not there. The absolute worst. You guys kicked him out. But Harris is going to fix everything in 2024. Absolutely asinine. Harris is going to fix it all in day one. She's going to fix it. It hasn't been an issue up until 2024. You guys got to make up your minds. Absolute asinine. And then the way they cover these policies. Trump, no tax on tips. The mainstream media, they were attacking them. Government's going to lose billions of dollars because they can't tax tips. Harris, 2 weeks later, no tax on tips. Everything positive now. Harris is going to save Americans this much money. Yada, yada, yada. Nobody talks about the spending. The mainstream media. That's the issue. We're spending millions and millions a month on illegal immigration. Illegal immigration, millions of dollars we're spending. Can you imagine? I'm not going to get into those details. Millions of dollars spent there. Billions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars spent in proxy wars. Billions of dollars spent on proxy wars. Millions on illegal immigration, housing, food stamps, healthcare. They're getting everything. These illegals, they're getting absolutely everything that we need to sustain our living. Like if we were in 2020, 2019, these guys are getting everything for free, mind you, for free. They've never spent a dime of. They've never earned 1 cent in tax dollars for the government, but they're getting all the perks, all the benefits. Asinine. Stupidity to the max. That's not the issue though. No, that's not the issue. Trillions of dollars to pharmacies. Trillions of dollars. We funded the warp speed, the I can't say those words, but we funded the poke. Trillions of dollars. Big Pharma, some of the CEOs became millionaires. Yep. Record-breaking transfer of wealth to big corporations because they shut down all the mom and pop stores. You were only to buy... the only places that were not shut down were, of course, big retail stores and stuff like that. Woohoo! Billions of dollars. Crazy. So millions on illegal immigration, billions on proxy wars, trillions on of course the flu poke. Like I said, I'm not gonna say the word. Billions of dollars. And then of course the PP loans, trillions or billions of dollars on the PP loans that all of these you know, million-dollar corporations got. Bailouts, of course, billions of dollars in bailouts because of the shutdowns and all this other stuff. That wasn't the problem. The problem was Americans getting $1,400 of relief. $1,400 of relief. That was the issue. That was the problem. We're $1 trillion over the budget. Trillions. 5, 6, 7, I don't even know anymore. And yet they still want more spending. This administration has gaslit you guys and beyond. They were talking about they were going to be the most transparent administration ever. What was her name? Jen Psaki? I remember seeing they were going to be honest. They were going to be transparent. All of this BS. All just BS. More lies. And you guys are still buying this crap. Sorry guys, that's it. I don't know. I think I said my piece. I just gotta get it off my chest. I gotta share it with you guys. I just can't stay quiet about it. You guys remember 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would always say, don't believe everything you read. And yet you guys still believe all the lies. Crazy. Disconnect from the matrix. Wake up. The economy's not great. If it was, if all of these, if the border was closed, why are they running on that now? Why are they running on fixing the border, fixing inflation, fixing the economy? Why are they running on that if they've been telling us for the last 3.5 years everything's peachy, everything's fine? You guys, come on, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.